Leo new moon eclipse, 12th of August. Who or what has tried to dim your light? Leo is the big-hearted lion. It rules the solar plexus and our life force, the heart chakra and our love, our expression. Leo reminds us that the carefree, childlike spirit that speaks its truth authentically, without fear, is shining, ready to be seen. It's the delights, the abundance. It is the festivals, the sunshine. It's proud. It's performing. It's expressionist. It's creative. It's that child on that stage at Christmas play that wants to sing its heart out for all to see. Where's that been dimmed? Where's your joy gone? Where's your confidence been squashed? Where's your heart been broken and shut down? Where's your voice been silenced? Perhaps those moments have caused you to shrink, silencing your joy, stealing your play, and your love for life. This eclipse is eclipsing your heart. It is time to release and set yourself free now. And I feel this is going to change your world in big ways. Globally, we're going to see a lot of egos falling, a lot of leaders that have been leading egoically. We're not the best interest of the community at heart. It's all coming up to be seen. Where in your life have you feared? Where you have shut down your heart and maybe act egoically, defensively? It's a natural thing to have. But now where is it time for you to drop them shields around your heart? Let's get into the energy, guys. Leo eclipse 2026. Now this eclipse is going to be able to be seen. It's doing a pathway from Greenland, arcing round the UK, then going over northern Spain through Mallorca. So it is going to be partially, depending on the weather, going to be visible for some parts of the UK. But these are the areas where it crosses over. It's a total eclipse. Now it lasts about 2 minutes. So it's where the sun is going to be eclipsed. It's going to go in darkness. And that's not normal for during the day. So there's something that's in your dark shadows. And I'm going to bring in the Dark Moon, a new deck that I bought. That I was really drawn to for this eclipse energy. The Dark Moon Oracle by Yasmin Boland. What's in your shadows waiting to be eclipsed that's blocking your joy, your fun, your passion? Where you are now needing to move forward in desires. But something was holding you back. Consciously, subconsciously, collectively, whatever that may be. Let's get into the energy, guys. I'm going to move that candle. It's there because this golden candle, again, the golden, the sunflowers, it's all about joy, abundance, happiness. And where are you not feeling that in your world? Where society, life has just blocked it. So I lit this candle, and when I came back after closing the door, it had gone out. So I had to relight it again. So it's your light's been dimmed. Where's your light being dimmed? And it's ready now to shine. Your joy is ready to return. Life is ready to be lived again. Let's get into it. I'm going to start with my Moonology deck. The eclipse, total eclipse in Leo, 12th of August. Now, this coincides in the Lion Gate portal. For those of you that resonate with the Lion Gate portal, it's a highly active energy. It's been revered by ancient Egypt, or one of them. There's many traditions that rule it and have different connotations, but for me, it's in the heart of Egyptian energy. And that so much so, I'm going to be bringing in Goddess Isis. I'm going to give a card message at the end to coincide with this eclipse. This eclipse is opening, we're planting seeds at this eclipse because the next year's eclipse, again in Leo, is travelling over Egypt. So it's very synchronistic with the Lion Gate portal, and that's trying to anchor in some higher consciousness from the heart into our world. Let's get into the energy. What do we have? What do you need to release? I'm going to pull 3 moon deck and see what they have to say. Meditate and contemplate, going into that higher Pisces energy. A tough cycle is ending. Brilliant. Great to see. Your commitment's being tested right now, and that commitment will be fear-based. This is there's something you needing to release in an old version of you, the old masculine that's been in this survival energy, that suppressed the feminine, the heart, the feminine within all of us, the masculine that's within all of us, whether man or woman. When we're in heavy survival energy, our heart shuts down, whether that is globally, whether that is in a family dynamic, friendship, work, money, whatever that might be, where your heart doesn't feel safe, loved or protected, it closes down out of self-preservation. This is a very strong Leo energy that we have. When the moon is there, the sun is there, Jupiter is there, which I feel has been playing a big part. Jupiter expands everything it touches. It's King Midas. Everything it touches turns to gold unless it's blocked. So everything it touches then might turn aggressive, angry, reactive, egoic, controlling. These are all the lower expressions of Leo that may come up within us that we've been subconsciously holding on to, that we're ready to let go. So this is saying, what do we need to release with this new moon total? Remember, it's going dark. The moon is blocking the sun. So if you can imagine the eclipse, we've got the sun lined up, then we have the moon, then we have Earth. And what happens is the moon in between Earth and the sun is blocked. They align exactly. And it is blocked for a couple of minutes, blocking our life force, blocking our joy, blocking our vitality during the day. And this is why eclipses were feared. Because before technology, before we knew what they were, when the world went dark during the day, for 1 minute, 2 minutes, up to 6 minutes sometimes, they thought the earth was ending. Something was eclipsing and starting again. This is a big reset of the heart. Total eclipse of the heart. Where we are now leading. The world wants to lead out of ego leadership, in more a compassionate, love-based energy. Remember, the opposite sign of Leo is Aquarius. Pluto is in Aquarius for the next 15, 20 years. And it's liberating us. We're heading into the golden age, the age of Aquarius, where love thy neighbour. Everybody's accepted for who they are. There's no judgment, no egoic competitiveness, no lack. We're all equal. Isn't that beautiful energy? Meditate and contemplate. I want you to meditate and silence your mind and go into your heart. If you've got big decisions to make, if things, people, places are triggering you, take a breath. Pause. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? Is this, remember, Leo is very dramatic, it's very creative. A lot of actors and artists have Leo in their placements. A lot of leaders have Leo in their placements. We all have it somewhere in our chart. And this is wanting to shine our light, being seen. Now, remember, if you were on the lower expression of this, it's loud, it's dramatic, it wants to expand. Jupiter is in Leo, it wants to expand maybe the drama, maybe the ego, maybe the conflict, the aggression. Leo is a fire sign. And this is saying, I don't want that, I want peace. I want my Pisces peace, please. What have you learned the last 18 months when Pisces has been in the South Nodes? The South and the North Node rule over the eclipses, and they've just recently shifted into Leo and Aquarius, hence why we're having eclipses in Leo. However, because we are just edging from the transition from the North Node being in Pisces, and now the North Node in Aquarius, South Node in Leo, where this eclipse is, it wants us to go into the highest expression of Aquarius, but also the highest expression of what we've learned from the previous cycle of the nodes that was in Pisces. Because the next full moon following this eclipse, which is also an eclipse, is in Pisces. So there's something may come up and it's saying the answers are not in this old fear-based mind. They come within. What brings you more fun, joy and pleasure? Is it the drama? Is it the conflict? And some of you might be just fearing a conflict. So you're shutting yourself down as a preservation. You only have to turn on the news to see this. It wants to shut us down. It doesn't want us to be free, joy, fun, laughter, because that expands our vibration. That then expands the vibration of Earth. And then we bring in abundance, joy and happiness. And what a crazy world that would be if we all lived in joy, fun and laughter. It's there. It's within us. We have to seek it within first. And then that vibration will enter your world. So if you're in situations that aren't fear-based, and this doesn't have to be conflict, this can be something to do with your confidence, whether you've got a new job that you want to apply for, whether you've got a project that you want to do a presentation on, public speaking. Mercury's just entered the sign of Leo on the 10th of August. So he's going to be there with you and saying, what's holding you back? Speaking your truth. Being different. Remember, with the Aquarius energy, the opposite sign of Leo is Aquarius. Not afraid to be the black sheep. You're ending a tough cycle. Capricorn energy. Ruled by Saturn, the disciplinarian, but also Capricorn can be the father archetype. Opposite sign of Capricorn is Cancer. The mother archetype. Putting them together, it's the masculine, the feminine, the mother, the father. Home, children, family. Stability, safety. Where have you not felt safe within a tribe? Not fitting in. Scared to shine your light. For some of you, I do feel this is a work scenario. As Capricorn rules over the 10th house, which is work. That disciplinarian, that CEO, that manager. Egoic managers are not the best to work under. Always right, you were wrong. Competition, haven't got your back. But also, where's this happened in your tribe, your family? End of a tough cycle. You've had to learn the hard way. You've had to heal from within. Some big deep wounds around the heart, remember, Leo. I'm getting very serious when I go into that energy. I'm going to bring in my tarot now. And I'm going to place 3 cards underneath to clarify what we need to release, meditate and contemplate, and the end of a tough cycle. What do we have? The end of a tough cycle. Saturn. What you need to release, meditate and contemplate. 8 Pentacles. Virgo energy. And Pluto, judgment, fear of judgment, end of a tough cycle. You've been on a quest. Mercury in Cancer, it's just left Mercury in Cancer. And it's entered Leo, like I mentioned. Something came up to do with Cancer, home, children, family. This is joy. You've had to create your own joy. Because the people, places and things around you, they weren't matching. They weren't honouring your joy. So you had to go out on a quest to try and figure out and awaken the joy from within. Celebration of life. Some people didn't want you to thrive, to succeed. Where's your light? Too bright. This is all what you've had to learn. And now this eclipse is coming in and saying, your hard work has paid off. 8 of Pentacles, Virgo energy, diligent. This can be your physical vessel. Some of you could be carrying this physically, coming out as an illness. This is 8 of Pentacles, Virgonian energy of work, money, physical body, well-being. Where you've had to learn about being of service to your own detriment, a Virgo wound. I'm just feeling very serious about this energy. But I feel like the joy is going to come in a minute when we've hit the eclipse. But for now, it's releasing some of this hard work. What is life all about? You've had to search within. Your hard work is paying off. And for some of you, your spiritual quest, especially the 18 months where Pisces has been in the North Node, your spirituality is heightened. And all these little tests, it's asking you to eventually allow spirituality to be a daily practice. Virgo is our daily habits. To incorporate, you can get through the noise of life, through the drama of life by meditating, by tuning in, by looking at the higher picture, the bigger vision. And then we have Pluto on the sign of the end of a tough cycle. Pluto will transform. And it's a no going back energy. Pluto rules over Scorpio. And Pluto is in Aquarius, as I've mentioned, for the next, I think we've got about 18 years left. He's transforming, but he's currently, is he in retrograde? He's in retrograde. So Pluto's going back over anything that's been holding you back. In Aquarius, it's about freedom. Freedom of being different. Freedom about community. Where you've dimmed your light and you haven't fit in. So what that does is when we close down our heart, fear gets in the way of our confidence. Fear gets in the way of loving. So it causes separation. This could have showed up in family dynamics, in friendships, in romantic ships, in any area of your life where you have felt different, separated, not fitting in. That's the biggest wound of all. But now it's time you've healed them wounds, and everybody has an opportunity to do this, but on varying levels. I'm going to bring in the angel numbers. Again, a new deck. I've gone a bit crazy this week. I've bought about 4 new decks. Let's see. Let's bring in the angel numbers. What angel numbers want to come out for this total solar eclipse? That one's on my fingers, and I'm going to take it. 818. Now we've just had that 8-8 portal, and it's got a 1 in the middle of it. Now that's interesting. 8 is the infinity loop. Nothing can be created nor destroyed. The infinity symbol is one of the most, in my opinion, powerful healing symbols we can have. We can transform anything from one state into another. Our thoughts, positive into negative, negative into positive, whatever we choose. Now, this is the 8-1 in the middle, so I'm just looking at the numbers at this moment in time. So it's separating the 2 8s. Now, for me, the Lion Gate portal is 8-8. It is the infinity of both masculine and feminine. I envision it as 2 lions, the masculine and the feminine. The lion, the lioness, either side, uniting in harmony. But this has got a 1 in the middle. Now, let's see what it says. Breaking the old patterns. Patterns, reflections, change, growth, mindset and cycles. Pause and reflect before moving forward with any project. Even if you're deeply invested, taking time to reconsider can benefit everyone involved. Avoid getting stuck in negative thought patterns, as what you refocus then manifests. What old patterns or negative thoughts are holding you back? How can you break these cycles and focus on the positive change? Remember, this lion heart, this energy, it wants to set your heart free so you can encompass the joy, the natural joy of this Leo energy. Self-belief, 1 and 7, 8 at the bottom of the deck. And this is self-belief, confidence, hope, change, courage, leap, path forward. You may feel stuck or fearful. Remember, fear keeps you stuck. It enables you. Perhaps even in despair, thinking there's no way forward. This card reassures you that the path starts with you. You are ready for a life-changing leap forward. How amazing. Now, remember, what we focus, we bring in. We know this. So it's time to set yourself free. Ooh. The High Priestess is coming in. The High Priestess is mysteries revealed in the eyes of Isis. I feel that's on a global scale. So I'm going to go into this now. If you're liking this, guys, please do hit that subscribe button. It will allow other people to see this reading. So I'm going to pop this, stand her up there, the High Priestess, Goddess Isis. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. Maybe she can just lay down. Oh, do you know? Maybe I'm not. Maybe I want you to see her there. There you go. Always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. High Priestess. High Priestess. What does she say to us? Beloved Isis gazes upon you now, and behind her eyes, mysteries are unveiled. A new clarity around your direction is unfolding. Be willing to wait for the full reveal, but also recognize what is happening at this time. You will be gaining valuable insight into where you are being led and for what purpose. It is an exciting moment in our unfoldment. Have reverence and an open heart and mind and wait patiently for the grand revelation that's on its way. Okay, what I was getting from that, remember, we've got to have an open heart. And in order to have an open heart, we have to have a healed heart. We have to have an unprotected heart. We have to have a heart that is ready to receive. And if that's still stuck in fear, remember, it shuts it down. It shuts your heart down. It wants you to trust. It wants you to go into that lesson that you've learned over the last 18 months about spirituality, trust, a higher purpose, a higher understanding. Get rid of the egoic control, the heavy masculine. I'll come back to her in a moment, but before I do, let's go into the dark moon. Let's see what Oracle wants to come out for the dark moon. What's in your shadow that's blocking your heart right now? What's in the shadow? Reconnection is at the bottom. Reconnection. And we have dream weaving. Beautiful cards. Dream weaving. Let's see what the Oracle says about this. Number 48. Number 48. Dream weaving. So this card represents the energy of when the dark moon slips from Pisces, there's that Pisces energy again, into the new moon in Aries. Dream weaving sounds wonderful, and it can be. Who doesn't love to forget about reality and focus on dreams? Just don't go too far. Remember, dreams are one thing, but action is another. It's very easy just to expect the universe to deliver everything on a silver platter. But when this card comes up, it's a reminder that you also need to make effort. The rebirth of your power lies in the acting of your dreams. It's probably not possible to get 100% clarity on whatever it is you want or you're wanting to attract right now. And that's fine. Sometimes it's okay just to float along and let life lead you where it will. However, when this card comes up, there's a suggestion that you're about to turn the corner and life is soon going to be quite different. It also is a very good time to back up your dreams by doing cosmic practices, such as visualizing, chanting, drawing, and so on. If you can't get into the mood, a little bit of music may help. Additional meaning for this card is get motivated. Recognize that the energies are changing. And be responsible, be bold, and be competitive. Very Leo energy. But remember, from the heart. Where your dreams lie in. Are you thinking, I want to win the lottery, and then I'll be happy? This is saying no. Go into that all Pisces energy. Where you escape in life. Where have you got to make that effort into, okay, what am I feeding my body? What am I feeding my mind? Are you escaping through Pisces energy, which is one of the lower expressions of Pisces? Escaping life. Addictions, habits. Where are you escaping life and not living life? Because your heart is being shut down. This is where we need to reconnect. The reconnection. Reconnect to earth, reconnect to your heart, reconnect to your body. High Priestess. You're being told to trust right now. The mysteries will be revealed, but through the eyes of Isis. Isis was the Divine Mother. She trusted. She was safe. She was protected. Emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. She's asking you to trust right now, because something is unfolding. Okay, we're 24 minutes in. I'm going to end on a power of love. The power of love, and that is exactly right. Isis is the power of love. Isis is the power of love. And we have virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So if you're not encouraging others to grow, guys, there's a competitive ego energy in there. Ownership. You acknowledge your your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them as all as lessons. Accountability. Saturn's in Aries right now, and he's retrograde. So he's gone back over all things where you're not taking accountability, but also where are other people not taking accountability, and they're in a victim mode, and they want to blame other people. They want to blame the earth, the world, you, for something that's not going right. And they're getting frustrated. They might even get angry. But this is saying to you, you take ownership. You know and you acknowledge your misdeeds, your accomplishments alike. Remember, where are you striving, doing a great job? Remember, big yourself up, shine your light. Take ownership of being of service, checking in every day, eating the things that you should be eating, checking in with your shadow, checking in with your fears, checking in with your body, learning to love it all, warts and all. We're all human and we're all spiritual. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that. Happy eclipse.